Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kat Bhat from Digital Leopard, and today we've got with us Klaus Henke from Billmonitor. Klaus, could you tell us a little bit about your business?
Well, in a nutshell, we're actually a specialist mobile tariff advisor, helping consumers through an online tool to reduce their mobile phone costs and providing a consultancy-led service to businesses and non-profit organizations.
I would imagine that you would not have been affected as much by coronavirus, and if anything, rather positive, because with everyone working from home, they probably needed your services more. Is that the case?
Well, actually, on the consumer side, there was pretty little impact because people at home kind of still would go onto the website and everything. However, on the business side, clearly we only grow if we win new businesses, and that normally happens by going to networking events, meeting them, and effectively mid-March everybody dropped the pencil and basically all the new projects got cancelled or delayed. So yeah, the impact actually was quite severe.
Yeah, okay. I think that's been for all of us, for all businesses, really. It's been a little bit frustrating on that front. So how long have you been running your business for?
Well, actually, Optimo is already 15 years running. I think it was founded in 2000, launched in 2007. It's the first ever Ofcom accredited platform since 2009. And I joined in 2014, helping the business to focus on B2B, while previously it was exclusively consumer focused.
Okay, I see, I understand. What has been your biggest challenge so far? Has coronavirus been the biggest one, or has there been other challenges?
To be honest, I think the biggest challenge for business is managing people, and particularly on the sales side. Being able to hire the right people who kind of service the sector you want to. So we are quite unique. Our approach is we put the client first, which means that actually we do try to squeeze out the maximum savings we can, particularly if a client is a hospital group or a charity. They really want to maximize savings. However, the whole industry is actually more focused on maximizing commission. So it is actually quite difficult finding people who actually get this mentality of let's kind of squeeze the maximum money out for the benefits of our clients. So we have hired several people, but we also had to let quite a few of them go again because we realized they weren't a full fit.
Wow, that's amazing that you would take those decisions based on the customer satisfaction and, you know, maximizing their profit. That's really good.
I think at the end of the day, it's kind of, you only have one reputation. Yeah. So once you ruin it, it's gone. For us, the reputation is most important. Most of the clients or new clients we win normally come through recommendations from existing clients. So for us, it's very important to make sure that our clients are not just satisfied with the service they got, but they actually would like to also recommend it. And that for us is kind of the path to growth.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much for sharing that. What would be your advice for other entrepreneurs that you would like to share?
You do need to make decisions, and you do need to make, when it comes particularly to people and staffing, don't delay the decision. You probably know the answer already, but if some of your team members you realize may not perform to the level you expect them to, yes, do give them a chance to kind of correct it, help them. But if you actually realize even then, you know, they won't perform, then you do need to take the drastic step of letting them go, because you're not helping the employee by keeping them. On the other hand, you're also not helping the organization by keeping them. Yeah, so it is very difficult. I never like it, but to be honest, it's the benefit for both.
I think I agree with you. I don't think it's kind to kind of string somebody along when you know it's not going to work out. You've done all you could to train them and they're just not getting it. I think they won't be happy in the organization when, you know, I'm sure they feel they are not performing. And I think it's just frustrating for all parties. It's better to kind of sort it out early, isn't it?
It's difficult. I mean, the sector per se is pretty much driven by the desire to kind of maximize commission. So the network's paying the commission to anybody bringing them new connections. And if that is the environment you have been growing up in, if you have worked in there for 10, 15 years, and then you change to a place which kind of turns it upside down and says, look, actually, we're not focused on how much commission we get, we focused on how much savings the client gets, because we get paid a percentage of savings, then that kind of does require a change of mindset. And to be honest, the people we have on board now, they all get it, but you do occasionally get somebody coming in and say, well, I just cut some corners, it's easy, I close the deal fast, make some money, but maybe not the best result for the client. And that is difficult for us to kind of accept, because that's not the way we want to do business.
Fair enough, fair enough. Is there any business book that you would like to recommend, one that particularly influenced your career and the way you run business?
We actually, not at all. I'm not a great reader, fan of kind of reading these type of books. The thing I always kind of say I've benefited from is I'm chartered accountant by background, so numbers has always been my thing, and I kind of trained with one of the big five at the time, and that has laid the foundation for kind of most of my work. I still today benefit from the education we had there. So becoming an English chartered accountant has kind of laid the foundation for kind of me crunching numbers, understanding it, because at the end of the day, mobile phone bills are nothing else than numbers. But I'm not a particular fan of kind of picking a certain well-known figure to kind of read their book and say, oh, this is the greatest advice I've ever heard. No, I don't. I think make your own experience and find your own path.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you would like to add?
I think it's fine. I think, look, if you think of kind of the challenges you have as a director, as an owner of your own business, you will always find that you probably put more effort in than most of your employees. That said, that's expected, because you also kind of get more rewards out of it. But if you get a team which is very supportive and believes in what you try to achieve, then to be honest, it's a good team effort. It's not just you by yourself.
Of course.
The employees, it's a team effort.
I just want to add, it's not just a greater reward, you also take a greater risk, right? Because as a director, there might be times that you can't pay yourself, but you will still pay your team, because it's just the way it is, right? I think in coronavirus, a lot of company owners have realized that.
Yeah, I have to admit, we have been there as well, actually. So March, April were quite tough for us, but June, July, we kind of recovered quite a lot. But,
that's good.
Yes, I mean, you do need to look after your employees, because while all our employees have shares in the business, which we kind of purposefully have share option plans for all of them, clearly their interests are more on the employment side rather than actually the ownership of the business.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you so much for coming on today. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.